Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you follow me over at Mopar Insiders, you've probably seen this article the other day of the 2027 Ram Dakota Laramie making its debut in Brazil. Now, we've talked a lot about Ram midsize trucks over the past year. We talked about the midsize truck that we're going to be getting here in North America, which is totally different than this. We're going to get our own specifically built from the ground up North American truck. But this truck here is very important to the Ram portfolio in South America. Now you got to remember, Ram is considered a premium brand down there, kind of like on par with like Maserati. But because the agricultural side of the industry down there is very popular, pickup trucks continue to grow and grow and grow in the segments. And pickup trucks are just getting more and more popular. So Ram has been really killing it with sales down there. So they're trying to expand their lineup. They have the compact Ram Rampage, which is a unibody truck. They have the Ram 1500, the Ram 2500, and 3500. They just didn't have a midsize truck. So what they did was they introduced what was it, 2 years ago? They introduced the Fiat Titano, which is basically a Stellantis-fied, I would say. When I say Stellantis-fied, I mean it's built by Stellantis. It's got a Stellantis powertrain in it, but it's actually designed after a Chinese-built truck called the Ching and Hunter. And they originally built it as a Peugeot, but then they decided, hey, we're going to do a Fiat version because Fiat is the number one selling truck brand in South America. And they launched the Titano. And the Titano has been very popular. Now, with Ram wanting a midsize truck, they said, hey, we'll make a Ram version of it, but we'll make it more premium. So this truck gets a totally different front end, gets different taillights. It gets the same powertrain overall and the same kind of doors and cab and bed and all that. But what this truck does is it has basically the Chinese truck's interior. So it's got the latest tech from China in there, just to kind of set it apart. But they did a pretty good job of kind of trying to blend it into the whole Ram kind of universe. So it's got like, Easter eggs and all that stuff. But it is a totally different kind of animal than what we're used to. So again, this is not the truck we're going to be getting, but it is a different kind of truck than what we're used to here in North America. So this truck is actually built alongside the Titano in Cordoba, Argentina. So Argentina is actually, they're actually able to go and buy a Ram Dakota right now. They actually introduced the Warlock version, which is this more off-road oriented truck, but they're going to be able to get this one, I believe, as well. But this is going to be the one that's really going to catch a lot of attention in Brazil, and that's why they introduced it at the Sao Paulo International Motor Show this past week. So, again, one cab configuration, crew cab, short box, but the stats are pretty, impressive, I think. So it's got an actual 2.2 liter multi-jet 2 inline 4 turbo diesel. Okay, 200 horsepower, 332 pound-feet of torque, and it's mated to an 8-speed ZF transmission. So it's an automatic transmission. It's the 8 HP 50. It does have, body on frame construction. It's got, two-wheel drive. Well, all of them are four-wheel drive, but it has two-wheel drive, 4 low, and 4-wheel drive auto modes. So again, it's pretty capable. I mean, it's going to be really good off-road. I've seen pictures of it doing stuff off-road. It's a true mid-size truck. Now, it's not going to be as big as ours down that we're going to get here, but nonetheless, it should do really good for Ram over there. Now, one thing you're going to notice is they did a pretty good job of trying to blend in Ram kind of DNA, but they kind of went for a different look. They tried to do their own kind of thing down there with the design studio, and they made a Ram kind of face that's kind of in your face, kind of very aggressive looking truck. So with this Laramie truck, you're getting a lot of chrome. And that's what they like down there. Here in North America, we don't like chrome. It's kind of a weird thing. Lance Design Studio is doing this thing called Death by Chrome. And they've been eliminating chrome on all the Jeep models. They're doing it for the Dodge stuff. And we'll probably see it very soon on Ram. But down there, chrome is very popular. The whole Night Edition packages are very popular too. And this truck will be getting a Laramie Night Edition package eventually. But nonetheless, this is in your face, very bold. Very decked out, made to look like an actual premium truck. Now, it does have chrome accents up front. However, if you look down at the front of the actual bottom of the truck, it does have this satin nickel kind of finish for the actual skid plates up front. But nonetheless, bold look. It's one of those faces that you either like it or you hate it. So I know a lot of people have really liked some of this styling down there, but this one's very polarizing, I would say. If we look at the interior, this is where it gets really interesting because this is right from the Chinese truck. So what they did was they actually did little, tweaks here and there. So it's got like the little Easter egg in the windshield from Ram with the Ram logo. It's got the center armrest with the Ram head on it. Obviously, it's got its own airbag, kind of cover for the steering wheel, and even the gauges and stuff have been customized so it says Ram and stuff like that in it. But this truck has like this two tablet design. So it's got like a digital gauge cluster and then like a tablet that's attached to it, that it has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but it does not have Uconnect 5, okay? It doesn't even have a Uconnect 4. It has nothing to do with the Uconnect systems because this is based on a Chinese truck. This doesn't have any of the newest Uconnect software in it. So that's what's going to kind of separate this truck. Even though this is a premium truck and all the other vehicles from Fiat that are built by Stellantis down there have the Uconnect systems, this one does not. It does have physical buttons on the dash. If you actually look at the dash, this Laramie truck actually has this kind of like nice leather wrapped kind of tiered stack kind of dash kind of look. It does have an actual shifter, like a column, or not a column shifter, but a console shifter. We thought it had a rotary dial because when they teased the original images of it, it looked like it had a rotary shifter, but that's actually a four-wheel drive shifter. It does have electronic parking brake, and on this truck you can see that instead of having like a tan kind of interior, it's got like this milk chocolate kind of interior that's kind of stands out. And then on the seats it says that Ram with RAM big and bolstered on the backs as well. So again, on the hood there's Ram turbo badging, and for those who are really interested in what the kind of specs are on this truck, this is where it gets interesting because a lot of people might just think like, oh, this is just a crappy mid-sized truck down there. It's not. Being body on frame and stuff and having a turbo diesel engine, it's pretty tough. So it has a towing capability of 7,716 pounds, which is pretty good for a mid-size. Payload capacity comes in at 2,248 pounds. And the box actually holds 42.7 cubic feet of cargo. So not too bad. So it's very capable. Down there, again, it's going to be a premium truck, but I don't think it's going to break the bank for a lot of people that are looking at getting into the Ram brand, that want something a little more bold and a little more tougher than the compact unibody-based Ram Rampage. Now, on the safety side, Ram is giving this truck a lot of tech for the market down there. So basically, this will come with driver assist features like adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, with pedestrian and cycle detection, blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, and rear cross traffic alert. There's 6 airbags standard, 4-wheel disc brakes, and even TPMS sensors, which is a big thing down there too now. So here it's standard, but up down there it hasn't been, but it's becoming slowly a very popular feature. So this truck has that as well. So again, this kind of balances out the Ram portfolio. It's the more premium model. We're going to see a Laramie Night Edition eventually. So they love their Laramie Night Edition trucks down there too. They don't just like chrome, but they love the dark look too. But again, completing Ram's portfolio down there, it's a big deal for Ram. And this truck, again, because it's built in Argentina, will actually roll out in Argentina probably by the end of the year. What I've been hearing is that they're slowly rolling off the assembly line now, and people can actually go to a dealership in Argentina and pick one up, at least the Warlock. And then this truck will basically make its way to Brazil in the first quarter, probably in February, from what I've heard. And then eventually across South America and Central America later in 2026. So again, a huge piece of the pie for Ram down there because this really completes their portfolio, and this is going to be a huge game changer for their brand down there. This is something that they absolutely need, just like they need here. But obviously our truck is going to be different. It's going to be more focused on the market here and a lot more tech-oriented. So stay tuned, but let me know what you guys think of the new 2027 Ram Dakota Laramie truck. Again, they're going to have a Bighorn edition. They're going to have a Laramie Night edition for sure. We don't know what else is coming, but again, that's what we know for sure. So tell me what your thoughts are below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.